Hey darlings, it is Kira Joel, your friendly neighborhood author, and today I'm going to talk about depression, because that's uplifting. So I used to be really depressed. I thought about suicide pretty frequently. I cried a lot, and I would just feel horrible about myself on a frequent basis. I also had really bad anxiety where I would wake up just in a panic. So before my brain could even process a thought, like I was already like, ah, like the world is ending. And so that makes it really hard to do anything or to get anything done. And especially, if you have a dream, if you want to be an author or whatever else floats your boat, that can be pretty difficult because you have a lot of maybe negative self-talk that's telling you you'll never be able to do it, or all your physical symptoms are just dragging you down. So I have tried many, 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 many things to make it better. And it definitely is way better. Once in a while, I still get a little down. I can still be pretty darn anxious. But when I think back to how things used to be, it's night and day. So I'm going to talk about some of the things I did. I think one that is huge is eating better. Now, nobody wants to hear that because everybody tells you to eat better. But for me, I did notice a huge correlation between what I ate and how I felt. So I have tried a bajillion different types of eating plans, and I've kind of settled on basically avoiding like processed stuff. So I eat a lot of like pasture raised meat and a lot of veggies and like some berries. I do eat beans. Some people are like, don't eat beans. That's the thing about trying to eat healthier is everyone's going to tell you that everything is good for you and bad for you. So I think experimenting and seeing what works best for your body. So I'm kind of on a food plan that feels good to my body and works for me. So I would say try some stuff out. But basically, most people agree that sugar, not really the best for you. Like processed carbs, not really the best. Trans fats, I feel like pretty much everyone can be like, yeah, don't eat that stuff. So things that are natural, things you can hunt or gather. That's what I would say. But give it a try. See how it makes you feel, depending on your mindset and how you like to do things. You can either cold turkey it and just jump into a healthier eating plan, or make some slow, teeny tiny tweaks until it's a habit, until it feels normal and good. So I would say that makes a huge, huge difference. Another thing is exercise. So every morning, pretty much, if I have time, or if I don't, I do it later, I do yoga. So again, exercise, figuring out what works for you. What do you like to do? I used to do, it's called Lift 4 from Beachbody, and that's like HIIT training and weights. And I did that for about a year, and eventually I was like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. So I stopped because I did not enjoy it, and it was just like a struggle to make sure that I did that when I was supposed to. So I do a lot of yoga, and I really like it. I still do a tiny bit of weight training just to try to maintain muscles, and then I walk a lot of walking. So that's what I do. That's what works for me. I love yoga because the mental aspects, because you are kind of more meditative, and I just like the stretching and feeling more aligned because I'm sitting and walking and driving a lot, so I want to make sure that my body is being taken care of. I love the YouTube channel Yoga with Adriene. She is the best. She makes me laugh pretty much every single video. So if you're looking for something, I would suggest that. And she puts out calendars of yoga videos to do every day, and that helps hold me accountable. I love that. So, as I awkwardly scratch my eye, this is probably going to get stupidly long because I like to ramble. So, yeah, food, exercise, and then whatever kind of mental self-care you can do. So, currently, I try to do, I don't remember who does it, but there's a guy who talks about the miracle morning, and he uses the acronym SAVERS, which is, I think I have it on the wall: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. So if you do all of those every morning, you'll probably notice a really big difference in your day. So I try to, I kind of skimp. I do like 5 minutes of meditation. I really should do longer, but I'm just like, I'm not, meh. I do my affirmations in like kind of a, I don't know how you would describe it, but I'll be like, I'm so very grateful that I have blank, even if I don't have it yet. So it's like, for me, kind of a mix of visualization and affirmations. And like I said, my exercise is generally yoga. For reading, I actually read the Bible, which is interesting, for one, because I've never actually sat down and read a lot of the Bible up until this point. Usually it was like, oh, maybe I'm going to try to read, and I'd start at Genesis, and then I'd stop at some point. So yeah, every day I try to read my Bible, and I have a Bible app on my phone, and that makes it super easy, and that's what I do. Otherwise, sometimes I have books that I will read, but I tend to forget to do that. And reading, scribing. I journal. So another thing is, I'm going to segue, is I use BetterHelp right now. I've had 3 sessions, I want to say. So that's like an online counseling therapy thing where you get to talk with your therapist virtually, and I really like mine. And you can also journal in BetterHelp. I don't know why. I've always had the ability to journal. Like, I could use a Google Doc, I could write it down. For whatever reason, BetterHelp, they have a nice little journal feature, and I've been using that. I don't know what about it has made me actually start to like regularly journal every day. But I can do that. And you can share your journals with your therapist. So there's one thing I did not feel like opening up to her about, and I just spilled it all out in a journal and shared it with her. And she was like, cool. Thanks for opening up. And I found that that's helpful. So those are the things that I believe have really impacted my happiness and how I feel. I also focus on self-talk. So when you're really depressed, you can be very mean to yourself. So focusing on your self-talk can definitely help, can make life better. So if you don't allow yourself to say mean things, and you don't have to like lie to yourself, you don't have to be like, I am a goddess and I am a size whatever model that walks the catwalk in Paris or whatever. I have no idea. But if you don't like your body, you don't have to be like, I'm a fat cow. You could be like, well, I'm not super happy with my body right now, but it does a lot for me, and I appreciate that it walks me through Target, and that I have fingers and I can touch fuzzy pillows, and I have a nose that can smell candles. I mean, you can break it down like to really, really simple things, and just focusing on the little things you do like about yourself. And that just makes life better. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like that covers it. I really should like write notes down before I do these. But that takes planning, and yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Probably not. So those are my tips. And they can be difficult, and they can be a lot. And I would suggest focus on 1 or 2 things. Maybe don't try to do everything all at once, because you might get overwhelmed and be like, screw this, and shove them all off the table and storm out. Like, I'm done. Don't do that. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have less depression and anxiety. So yeah, I hope you have a really swell day. Matilda does as well. She maybe needs to have her morning coffee, I don't know, as she does her morning snooping. So yeah, you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.